Hello. You're listening to the Goggler Podcast. So we're going to be talking about the next installment in the MCU, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So no plan. Great.
I mean, it's hard to judge a series from just one episode, but right off the bat, it feels a lot more cinematic than WandaVision.
I mean, you say that, but WandaVision is also designed to be very
that's by
TV.
design, right?
Yeah, it was. But I think an opening sequence, which kind of emulates what happened in Iron Man 3 with the skydiving stuff. I thought that action sequence was tremendous.
That flight looks great, and when Sam flips his wings over into a shield, it looks badass.
It is.
But also, like with all the trailers that they've released, you kind of already know who the villain is, right? They never sort of decide to hide that fact that Daniel Brühl is back as Zemo and that's going to be the villain of this piece.
But the mechanics of how that works are going to be the
Correct.
interesting part. And, maybe in episode 8, MODOK turns up. Who knows?
Bringing it to its knees.
What got me was the emotional side of it where, what was the line? Forgot I owed you for lunch. I was just bawling at that. Like, they handled that emotion really, really well. In the credits, I think I noted that the DOD is thanked as much as usual in this. So it is interesting how it's going to go, seeing how Uncle Sam kind of Sam over at the end of this episode with regards to the legacy of the other characters.
And I think that makes this show very interesting for me if Marvel doubles down on that and actually goes down that path, because the comics did, right? In Captain America Sam Wilson, there was a great arc involving America coming to terms with the Black Captain America. And you had the conservative press that hated the fucking idea.
Oh, that was in the real world. That happened in the real world.
As well, yeah. And also because Sam's a genuinely good guy in the comics as well. So he's very much like Steve Rogers. He's a Boy Scout. Meanwhile, Bucky has this sordid history to deal with. And he was Captain America in the comics too. And both of those stories were actually very, very interesting because it gave you a new perspective on Captain America and as being not just this golden boy.
I'm looking forward to this one. I think I like how Marvel is taking a cue from its cinematic universe and sort of allowing themselves to do these different stories with their TV shows, right? They don't all follow a look, a feel. And even in that first episode, Sebastian Stan stuff is shot a certain way, and then the Anthony Mackie stuff is shot in a certain way. Even the colors are different. So it feels like they're really allowing themselves the opportunity and the space to play with different looks, different feels, different themes in their TV shows.
Yeah, it'll be good to see where they go with these 5 or 6 hours. We put together a listicle of really good Falcon and Winter Soldier comics. Not to read if you don't understand what's going on, but to read if you really like these characters and want more of them. So yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. And if you like this podcast, you can rate us on any one of your podcast apps. You can get in touch, of course, on our social media feeds. That's Goggler MY. Once again, you've been listening to the Goggler Podcast.